Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. So within this reading, I basically want to see what messages do you need to hear before this year is over so that you can get everything that needs to be done and finished or whatever or started can happen right now so that the top of the year for you actually starts off amazing, okay? So let's see what Spirit needs to tell you. All right, Virgo, so you got Venus and Mars, all right? So this is basically feminine and masculine energy showing up at the same time. I feel like there is a need for balance at this time, but there's also a need for you to put all of your energy into getting what you want, okay? So you need to figure out what your values are, what you want. In any way possible in your life, you need to figure out what you want, okay? And then you need to use that energy that you have right now in order to get exactly that, okay? What messages does Virgo need to hear right now? All right, so Virgo, you have beautiful cards. This is going to be a very good reading for you. You definitely have been doing your due diligence and it's showing. So I see that you have recently gotten out of a situation where you just had like this boost of energy, and I feel like that's where this Mars is coming from. It's still happening now for you. It seems as though you just had like a lot of energy to get things done in your work life or your career, your passions, your projects that you care about. You really just felt like, okay, I need to get this done. You have this surge of energy and you've been doing it. You're fearless. So you're not afraid to do the things that need to be done. I see right now you are the emperor, whether you're male or female. That is where this masculine energy is also stepping in once again. Especially if you're a male, you really are becoming the man that you need to be. You're on the path to doing so. Also with the Emperor, this is saying if you feel as though things are not working out, you need to ask people who you trust that are somewhat of a counsel to you. You need to see what you need to do in order to get on track if you feel like you're not. This is also saying that there's no room for trying to change things. Like, things are already going well. Stick to your regimen, okay? So your rituals, your routine, all of that stuff, make sure you're staying on course with that. It's going to be very important for you, because you are on the path to success as we speak. Moving towards your future, you are going to have the Six of Wands, so you're going to have a lot of people paying attention to you and giving you a lot of just looks. They're going to be staring at you, trying to talk to you, congratulating you, applauding you. If you have a certain business, you're going to be getting a lot of support in that area, and sales or whatever it may be for you. So again, you want to stay on top of, especially if you have a business, that's what I'm saying. You want to stay on top of everything because your career life is looking perfect. It's looking really, really good. So let's dig into the situation a little bit more and see what's going on. There's kind of nothing bad to say, but we still need to make sure everything is going okay. The Wheel and the High Priestess. Okay, so you seem like you stepped off of a faded time in your life. That's what you were coming out of, like maybe according to the stars at this time, where the planets are aligned, how your natal chart aligns with the sky. It seems like it was just the time for you to be on this high of energy and progression and focused on your projects that you want to see happen. So it was fated for you to feel that way this past month or this past year, however long it is for you. And you've also confronted who you are as a person. So you've been able to progress because of that. So you've done external work, but also internal work, Virgo, and that's showing up very strongly. King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Moon. All right, so I see that you're very focused on your career. You feel like you have a lot on your plate. And I feel like this is something you're not necessarily speaking up about. So as you are doing really well right now, I also see that you're not being vocal about what you're stressed out about, or what you're hiding behind the scenes. And that's okay, because if you are the Emperor, that is your job, to make sure everything goes the way that it needs to and that things are just going according to plan. But I feel like we need to dig into this Moon energy, because as I see that you are taking care of things, there's still, like, you still want to make sure that your internal self is not going to override all the hard work that you put in thus far, because then you're going to have a breakdown. All right, so let me check on this. What is this moon energy for? The word I'm hearing is overwhelmed. The Hierophant. Okay, so you could be dealing with officials, you could be dealing with courts, you could be dealing with the government. I feel like you're dealing with higher ups, and so you don't have any room for mistakes right now. Okay. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. You're spending a lot of money. You are spending money to make sure that you're getting the results that you want, or to get the outcome that you want, but I feel like it is taking a toll on you because you kind of have to have money in order for this to go in your direction. I'm not sure what you're doing, but that's what I'm feeling. So, okay, so how or what is Virgo supposed to do in order to kind of ease the load off of themselves and make this easiest as possible? Okay, so we have Temperance, all right? So with Temperance energy, this basically is saying you have to know how to balance everything out. This goes into, I would say, discipline. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about the Temperance card when it comes to discipline, but I feel like that's what it is. It's knowing just how much effort to put into something and just how much to hold back. It's also knowing that whatever you're doing right now, you don't have to feel like it is ruling your life, because it is not. It's just a part of your life right now. Also, I'm getting the message that if you feel like you're getting angry, I want you to figure out what you can do to release that anger, because I feel like some of you are having temper issues as well, and I feel like it's because you're holding back all of this fire, but you can't afford to do that. Again, with this Mars energy, it's about masculinity, but it's also about like war and fighting and standing up and being a warrior. And so sometimes you can kind of misplace this energy, so you need to figure out how to best utilize that fire behind you so it doesn't push you back, you know, because then all of this is going to be for nothing. So really make sure you're working on that. And then let's see what this King of Wands is. This is clearly a good thing. It means that you're really, really good at something, and you're really good at delegating things, you know, but sometimes it gets really hard. Like sometimes it's hard to keep up with all of this. Sometimes it's hard to look like everything's okay, and I get that. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like you're really good at nurturing the things in your life that you want to see grow and improving your lifestyle. So if this is what you're good at, what I will say is this means that you already have a lot of karma that is good in your spiritual bank, and you also already have a lot of physical assets that you can use. So you want to make sure that you're not overspending. Not that you are, but I just feel like if you feel like you need to spend, see if you already have something that can substitute it or that can aid in that way for you. And then also realize that you do have a lot to offer, so you don't have to feel like you have to go out of your way to make something happen. It kind of seems like you already have what you're looking for around you, okay? So just kind of be aware of what you're doing. Also, some of you have a woman in your life or a female figure who really wants to support you and nurture the things that you guys have going on. So be more open, I would say, about what you're going through or how you feel about things, so that you don't have to feel like you're doing it all by yourself. And there's also some support financially that could come, but you have to be more balanced with how you're expressing yourself. It could also come in forms of advice or something like that as well. So just pay attention to what you're entertaining and all of that good stuff. So let's talk about the Six of Wands that you're moving towards in the future, going towards the end, the very end of this year. You're going to have a lot of eyes on you, okay? So it looks like people are paying attention. Hopefully it's for something good. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. Okay, you're probably going to be on social media a lot, or at parties, you know, gatherings, functions, taking lots of pictures. So make sure that you're ready for these pictures, because I do see a lot of them coming your way. Let's see, the Hangman, Six of Cups, Justice. I feel like you have to pause at this time. Like there's something where you're not going to have, like you have to wait on something. Maybe it's to wait to reunite with someone until the right time, or wait to reunite with someone whenever something with like the law allows you to. Okay, so I feel like you're being watched. Some of you could be being watched by people around you that you're going out with or something like that. And some of you are being watched by like higher ups. So you just want to make sure that like everything you're doing will lead you to success. Like don't mess up, don't try to like be sneaky. I feel like it's just not a good time to be sneaky. A lot of people are paying attention to you. But I also feel like you have some good things coming your way. You're going to enjoy yourself. I just feel like if you try to be sneaky, it's going to backfire. So I don't know who that message is for, but just Just pay attention to that. Also, you have more control over this legal situation that you're going through. You have more control than you think, but like I said, just don't be sneaky, because I feel like you're already in the right. It's just a matter of showing it or proving it or whatever. So just do what you have to do on your end, wait for the results, and you will be reunited with whoever or whatever the situation is. All right, so Virgo, I think that's your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I hope that this gave you the messages that you need to hear before this year is over. Congratulations on all the success that you already have, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, Virgo.